అందరికీ నమస్కారములు. Today another good day that this is the second day of Bhagawad Gita by CSR Prabhu garu. We will start the session with Vande Mataram by Chala Chittibabu garu and Prardhana by Hiren Parakji. Chala Chittibabu garu.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Sufalam, Malaya Jasitalam, Sasya Syamalam Mataram, Vande Mataram. Subrajyosna pulakitayamini pullakusumita drumadala shobhini suhasini sumadhura bhashini sukhadam varadam mataram vande mataram. Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram.
Okay, now let us request Hiren Parakji to chant Prardhana, please.
We do meditation for 1 minute. Focus on your breath for 1 minute. Om Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Om Gananam Tva Ganapatigum Havamahe Kavim Kavinam Upamashravastamam Jyeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspatana Shrunvannuti Sadanam. Om Shri Mahaganadhipataye Namaha. Om Pranamo Devi Saraswati Vaje Virvajini Vati Dhinama Vidyavatu. Om Shri Mahasaraswatye Namaha. Gurureva Gate Gurumeva Bhaje Guruneva Sahasmi Namo Gurave. Na Guru Paramam Shishurasmi Guru Matirasti Guru Mama Pahi Guru Jnananandamayam Devam निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीव उपास्महे श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये नमः असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं कर्वावहै तेजस्विनामधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ हरिः ओम् श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम्
అతి ఉత్తమం. ధన్యవాదములు. హరి కిరణ్ కరెక్ట్. Now let us request Prabhu Garu to start the webinar, please.
नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः सर्वोपप्लवरहित प्रज्ञानघन प्रत्यगर्भो सोऽहमस्मि दैवाहमस्मि. Friends, today we will be covering 15th chapter and if time permits 16th chapter also. So the 15th chapter assumes a great importance, just like 12th chapter on Bhakti Yoga. So the 15th chapter delivers full intuitive knowledge. Bhakti Yoga 12th chapter delivered basic devotional perspective and dharma. But 15th chapter delivers Adhyatma Jnana in depth at one shot. In fact, if you understand 15th chapter, then you have understood the entire Bhagavad Gita. It is very deep and abstract. ऊर्ध्वमूलमधःशाकमश्वत्थं प्राहुरव्ययम् छन्दांसि यस्य पर्णानि यत्तं वेद स वेदवित् अधश्चोर्ध्वं च प्रसृतास्तस्य शाखाः गुणप्रवृद्धा विषयप्रवाणाः अधश्च मूलान्यनुसन्तति कर्मानुबन्धीनि मनुष्यलोके. What does this depict? It depicts an inverted peepal tree. Urdhva adhashakam. There is a peepal tree with the roots at the top, like Shirshasana, a peepal tree which is doing Shirshasana. And it has got branches and leaves at the bottom. These branches and leaves are the Gunapravruddha Vishaya Pravada. Chandansi Yasya Parna. The leaves are the Vedas. Chandansi Chandansi yasya parnani yastam veda sa vedavit. So the leaves are the chandas, means Vedas. Why the word Vedas is being used? If you go to the second chapter, there was a statement, Traigunya Vishaya Veda. All the Triguna based reality is presented in the Veda. Nistraigunyo Bhavarjuna, you go beyond the Trigunas. So, Veda means everything which you know. You know about nature, you know about Devdas in nature, you know about everything. So, all that is Veda knowledge. All that knowledge is just the Vedas in the broad general sense. So, the idea is to go beyond the Trigunas. So, beyond the Trigunas, you can go only if you transcend the Vedas. So, Chandansi yasya parnani yastam veda sa vedavit. And he who knows this, he who knows this tree, he is the knower of the Veda. Adhaschordhvancha prasrutastasya shakha guna pravruddha vishaya pravada. The branches are spread from bottom to top. That means from the trunk to the leaves. Adhaschordhvancha prasrutastasya shakha guna pravruddha vishaya pravada. And there are fruits, the people tree fruits, which are very red and attractive. They are the objects of senses. I want to enjoy this, I want to enjoy that. Those fruits. Guna pravruddha vishaya pravada adhascha mulanyanusantatini karmanubandhi. So these branches and the vishayas, the objects of senses, they are going to become your bondage. Karma anubandha. Manushya loke, in this human world, not in Devaloka. Manushya loke. Karmanubandhini manushya loke. Narupamasyeha tathopalabhyate nanto na chadit na cha sampratishta. And this tree is infinite tree. It has no beginning and it has no end. Aswadhamelam savirudhamulam asangashastrena drudena chitva. So what you should do, if you want to get liberation, moksha, freedom from the bondages, you have to cut down this tree with a sword. And that sword is detachment. Asanga shastrena drudhena, strong, hard sword you take and cut this tree off. All the branches, all the leaves, just remove it. Then of course the trunk also will be removed. A lot of people may ask this question, why is the trunk upside and not downside? The matter is very simple. If you cut a tree whose roots are inside the earth, it will start again immediately after some. If you cut the tree which is having upside down roots, top and leaves, the whole tree cut off, it cannot start again. That is one reason. There are other reasons also. Adhascha mulanyanusantatani karmanubandhini manushya narupamasyeha tato palabhyate nanto na chadit na cha sampratishta ashwadhavenam savirodhamulam asangashastrena drudhena chitva. If you are having the power of the sword of detachment, cut the tree down. Asangashastrena drudhena chitva tatah param tat parimargitavyam. You clear the path towards liberation. Parimargitavyam yasmin gato na nivartanti bhuyaha. Once you cut this tree off, your path is clear, you can walk further and then you reach the destination, having reached which you will not come back. Atah param tat parimargitavyam yasmin gata na nivartanti bhuyaha. Who will not return back? Nirmana moha jita sanga dosha adhyatmanitya vinivritta kama dvandvai vimukta sukadukha sangai gachanti amudha padama vyayamta. The non-fools, we are all basically fools. Amudha, the non-fools who are nirmana moha, who have no delusion, moha, and no abhimana, ankara, jita sanga dosha, and who have got rid of this attachment, sangha, Nirmana moha jita sanga dosha adhyatma nitya, who are always in adhyatma. What is adhyatma? Adhyatma is nothing but Aksharam Brahma Paramam Swabhavo Adhyatma. This Swabhava Brahman is called Adhyatma, spirituality. If you are always in that state, Adhyatma Nitya, Vinivritta Kama, those who have no desires. Dvandvair Vimukta, those who have transcended the dualities of heat and cold and pain and pleasure. Dvandvair Vimukta, Sukhadukha Sangai, and also Sukhadukha, all the dualities. Gachanti, they will go. Amudha Padam Avyayam, to that infinite eternal abode. Padam Avyayam Tat. Nadad Bhasayate Suryo Na Shashanko Na Pavakaha. Having reached that abode where there is no sun, there is no moon. Nadad Bhasayate Suryo Na Shashanko Na Pavakaha. Yasmin Gata Nanivartante. Having reached which people don't come back. Tadhama Paramam Mama. That is my abode, he says. In fact, in elsewhere in the Gita, he has said, Brahma Bhuvanal Loka Punaravrutti Arjuna Mam Upekshatu Kaunteya Punarjanmana Labhyate. You go anywhere, there are 14 lokas. You go to any loka after death, or even while you are alive if you can, and you will have to come back to this earth. And you will have to be born as human being. Because you cannot acquire punya karma in other lokas. You can acquire punya karma only on this earth, only as a human being. So you only spend all your punya karma when you go to the other lokas. Kshine punye matsyalokam vishanti. But if you reach Vaikuntha, Lord, highest abode of the Vishnu, in Telugu there is a poem in Potana's Bhagavatam, Lokambulu, Lokasthul, Lokeshulu Tegina Tudi, Alokambagu Penji Kati Kavala Yavande Kakruti Atanine Sevin. So Lokambulu, Lokeshulu, Lokasthulu Tegina Tudi, to the last, Alokambagu, Penji Kati Kavala, the huge darkness beyond that, Yavande Kakruti Velugu, he who shines alone, Eko Narayana, Atanine Sevintu. I meditate on him. So if you can reach Vaikuntha, the Lord Vishnu's abode, then you will not come back. You will not be born again. Brahma Bhuvanal Loka Punaravruttino Arjuna Mamupekshatu Kaunteya Punarjanmana Vidyate. Yasmin Gata Nanivartanti Bhuyaha Nirmana Moha Jita Sanga Dosha Adhyatmanitya Vinivritta Kama Dvandvair Vimukta Sukhadukha Sangai Gachanti Amudha Padam Avyayam Tat Natad Bhasayate Suryo Na Shashanko Na Pavakaha Yadgatva Nanivartante Tadhama Paramam Mama. The supreme highest abode is mine. Mamai, now that he has described the entire process of the path towards moksha. Now having finished that, now he is starting a new topic. He touches upon various dimensions of universal reality. Mamaivamsho jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatanaha manashashthani indriyani prakritisthani karshati shariram yada vapnoti yaccha apyutkramayate Ishvaraha Grihitvetani Samyati Vayurigandhani Vashya. Now it's talking very important issue of birth and death and continuation beyond death. Who is getting born? Who is dying? What is going out of the body? Mamaivamsho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatanaha. My own Amsha, my own part, a small spark in the huge light of Paramatma, Narayana, Vishnu, Ishvara. Mamaiva Amshaha, that's out of that one small spark is the Jivatma. Mamaiva Amsho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhutaha, the element of Jiva. Sanatana, it is also infinite and eternal. It is as eternal as Ishvara himself. That's why he has used Ishvara also in this sloka. Amaivamsho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana Manashashthani Indriyani Prakritisthani Karshati. It will get tied up, attracted and tied up. Karshati, Akarshati, Prakarsha. So Mamaivamsho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana Manashasthani Indriyani Prakritisthani. In nature, in Prakriti, there are the five senses: eyes, ears, nose, the power of sight, the power of hearing. These are the powers in the nature. So it will get attracted, get tied up with those powers, therefore becoming the five senses. And the sixth is mind. So it will acquire the mind and the sensory powers from nature. Mamaivamsho jivaloke jivabhuta sanatana manashasthani indriyani prakritisthani karshati shariram yada avapnoti. Then it will acquire a body. Yacha apyutkrayamati. Then it will leave this body after some time. So what is acquiring body? Entering into the fetus, womb of the pregnant mother. What is leaving the body? Death. Mamaivamsho jivaloke jivabhuta sanatana manashasthani indriyani prakritisthani karshati shariram yada avapnoti yacha apyutkrayamati Ishvaraha. He has used the word Ishvara for Jiva also because it is Amsha of Ishvara. The both are same, but it is only a small part. Ishvara has the power of creation, sustenance, and dissolution. Jiva cannot do that. So, Mamaivamsho jivaloke jivabhuta sanatanam manashasthani indriyani prakritisthani karshati shariram yada avapnoti yacha apyutkrayamati Ishvaraha grihitva etani samyati. When it leaves, it carries these five senses and the mind. Please note this. The body is dead here, the body is burnt here or cremated here, but the Jivatma is going with the five senses and the mind also, the samskaras. Shariram yada vapnoti yacha apyutkrayamati Ishvaraha grihitva etani samyati vayurgandhani vashaya. Just like a breeze will carry these pollen grain and give the smell, gandha. The same way, this Jivatma, Karana Sharira, which is Angushtamatra in size, carries this five senses. And therefore, if you damage the five senses, even when you are alive or at the time of death, that may result in your blindness or deafness in the next life. So, as per the Shastras, this Netradanam and is all is bogus. Don't indulge in it. Mamaivamsho jivaloke jivabhuta sanatanam manashasthani indriyani prakritisthani karshati shariram yada avapnoti yacha apyutkrayamati Ishvara grihitva etani samyati vayurgandhani vashayat. What are they? Srotram, chakshuhu, sparshanam, rasanam, granamevacha adhisthaya manaschayam vishayanupasevate utkramantam sthitam vapi bhunjanam va gunanvitam vimudhananupashyanti. Then you can say, how is that we are not able to see this going and coming of the Jivatma? Fools cannot see. That too not ordinary fools, special fools. Vimudha nanupashyanti, cannot see. Pashyanti jnana chakshushaha. Only those who have the eye of wisdom, knowledge, they can see. Yatanto yoginas cheva. Yatis can see, yogis can see. Pashyanti atmanyavasthitam yatanto apyakritatmano naivam pashyanti achetasaha. Idiots and fools cannot see. Yada adityagatam tej. Now he is shifting the subject to the power in the powers in nature. Yada adityagatam tejo jagat bhasayate akhilam. The energy coming out of the sun. Yada adityagatam tejo jagat bhasayate akhilam yat chandramasi. Yachagno tattejo vidhi mamakam. I am the energy principle. He said that's why the word Agni is used in the Veda as an equivalent for the Paramatma, Ishvara, Parabrahma himself. Agni mide purohitam hotaram ratnadhatamam rutvijam hotaram ratnadhatamam. The first mantra of the Rigveda uses the word Agni. That does not mean fire. It means the energy principle, which is Ishvara himself, which is Paramatma himself. यदादित्यगतं तेजो जगद्भासयते अखिलं यच्चन्द्रमसि यच्चाग्नौ तत्तेजो विद्धि मामकम् गामाविश्य च भूतानि धारयाम्यहम् ओजसा पुष्णामि च औषधीः सर्वा सोमो भूत्वा रसात्मकः. I becoming the energy coming out of the moon. Moon is a satellite, all right, of Earth, but there is a radiation coming. That radiation is energy which develops the medicinal plants and all plants. So, Oshadhi, Gamavishya bhutani dharayamyaham ojas shakti. Ojas shakti is that force or power which keeps things intact. Basic question a lot of people don't answer is why things are intact and why all these forms of life are appearing. There is some power which is keeping them together. That is called Ojas Shakti. Gama Vishya Bhutani. I am spread all over in all beings. Dharayamyaham Ojas. I am holding up everything by this Ojas Shakti. Dharayamyaham Ojasa. Pushnami Chaushadhim Sarva. Somo Bhutva Rasatmakaha. So Rasatmakaha, the radiation coming out the moon, is called Vennela in Telugu. That is Chandini. So that is the cause of maintaining the medicinal plants up and living, which are the basis for our life, including the food-giving plants. Oshadhi means all plants. Oshadhi sarva somo bhutva rasatmakaha. Aham vaishvanaro bhutva. Next, I becoming the Agni inside the bodies of living beings. Vaishvanaro bhutva. Praninam dehamashritaha. Being residing in the bodies of pranis, living beings. Pranapana samayuktaha. I balance the prana and apana. Pachamyannam chaturvidham. With that, I digest the food in 4 forms. The 4 forms, one possibility is the interpretation of Ayurveda, rasa via vipaka. The food which you take will be converted into rasa, then virya, and then vipaka, and also the bone marrow finally. So these are the various forms of digestion and assimilation of the food. Anna. Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva Praninam Dehamasritaha. Pranapana Samayuktaha. Pranapana Samayukta means making a prana and apana equal, inhalation, exhalation equal. That is what we do in pranayama. Pranapana Samayuktaha Pachami. Annam Chaturvidham. I am digesting. Pachan karta hai. That Pachana Kriya, the same word is distorted as pancreas. Pachana Kriya. Pachamyannam Chaturvidham. Next, Sarvasya Chaham Hrudi Sannivishto. In all beings, I live in the heart. Mattasvati Jnanam Apohanancha. Because of me, there is memory, knowledge, wisdom. Vedaischa Sarvai Rahameva Vedyo. I am the one who is known by all the Vedas. Vedanta Krut Veda Videva Chaham. The Vedanta also, I am known. Dvavimau Purusho Loke Ksharascha Akshara Evacha. There are 2 types of Purushas, the destructible and the indestructible. Ksharascha Akshara Evacha. Ksharas Sarvani Bhutani. All things in the world are destructible. Kutastho Akshara Uchyade. Uttama Purusha Svanyaha. Paramatmeti Chudahatahayo Lokatrayamavishya Vimatraveha Ishvaraha. The Paramapurusha Ishvara is indestructible, is spread everywhere. Yo mam ajmanadincha vete bhuta maheshwaram. So he who knows me as the unborn eternal, he said it in the 9th chapter separately. And here he is telling the same thing. Uttama purushastvanyaha paramatmeti tyudahritaha. Your lokatrayamavishya bhatra vyayaha. Bharta, he is the owner, the Lord of this universe. Ishvaraha. Yasmat ksharamati-toham aksharadapi jottamaha. I am beyond the kshara and the akshara. Atosmi loke vede cha prathitaha purushottamaha. The supreme Purusha, who is propounded both in the normal world, loka, and in the Veda. All knowledge, we have 2 categories, Laukika and Vaidika. So those who study the Vedas, those who know Vedic Sanskrit, they will see a different universe, that is Vaidika universe. And ordinary people are in the Laukika universe. Yo mam eva asammudho janati purushottamam. He who understands this knowledge given here and understands me as the Purushottama, Sa Sarvavid, he is the knower of all. Sarva Bhavena Bharata Sabhajati. He will worship and bhajan. He will be doing the propitiation to me in all different forms. That is the universality of the Supreme Being. Iti Guhyatamam Shastram. This is the most secret science. Shastra means science. Idamuktam Mayanagha. O sinless Arjuna, this most secret wisdom delivered to you by me today. Etat buddha buddhiman syat. You become buddhiman through this buddhi. Pratakrityascha bharata. You shall be fully satisfied and successful. Om Tat Saditi Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Purushottama Prapti Yogo Nama Panchadashodhyaya. So this Panchadashodhyaya, 15th chapter is known as Purushottama Prapti Yoga. Each chapter in the Gita is a yoga of it. Now we'll go to the 16th chapter, which is called Daivasura Sampad Vibhaga Yoga. Is giving two categories of attributes or assets called divine and demonic, Daiva and Asura. Sri Bhagavan Vacha Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhi Jnana Yoga Vyavasthiti Anandamascha Yajnascha Swadhyayastapa Arjavam Ahimsa Satyam Akrodha Yagakshantirapayishunam Daya Bhuteshvalolutvam Mardavam Hrirachapalam Tejakshama Dhrutishaucham Adroho Nabhimanita Bhavanti Sampadam Daivim Abhijatasya Bharata. The 16th chapter is giving 26 divine qualities. Abhayam, fearlessness, Sattva Samshuddhi, purity, maximum purity resulting in strength, strength out of purity, Sattva Samshuddhi, or purity out of Sattva. Out of the three gunas, Sattva is the supreme. Jnana Yoga Vyavasthitihi, being enlightened in Jnana and Yoga, like Buddha, like Rama, like Krishna. Dhanam, giving charity. Dhamascha, self-control. Yajnascha, sacrifice or yajna procedures. Swadhyaya, study, good study like what we are doing. Tapaha, tapas, austerity. Like pranayama is a tapas, fasting is a tapas. So many types of tapas are there. Arjavam, arjavam means honesty, integrity. Ahimsa, you know what is ahimsa? Satyam, akrodha, tyagaha, shantihi, apaishunam. Apaishunam means not backbiting. You talk about somebody in his front in a positive way, in his back, you will backbite. You will talk negatively about him. You should not do that. Apaishunam, daya bhuteshu, compassion towards all beings, not only your own son and your own daughter, but complete universe. Daya bhuteshu alolutvam, and not being dependent or enslaved or addicted to anything like drugs or drinks or objects or sensory enjoyments or whatever. Alolutvam mardavam, being soft in your speech or in your actions. Shrir, intelligence. Achapalam, stability. Tejaha, being sharp. Kshama, forbearance. Dhrutihi, determination. Tejakshama, dhruti shaucham. Purity, physical, mental, spiritual, all levels. Adroho, non-cheating. Abhimanita, non-arrogance. Abhiman in Sanskrit and Hindi means arrogance. These are the 26 Daivi Sampat. What are the Asuri Sampat? Dambho, Darpo, Abhimanascha. Abhimana is a Asuri Sampat. And Dambha, boasting, bluffing, Darpa, pride, I am great, like that. Dambho, Darpo, Abhimanascha, Krodha, anger is the worst. You know, in the second chapter, he has given the sequences of anger. What will happen if you get angry? Krodha, Bhavati, Sammoha, Smruti Bhramsha, Buddhinasha, Pranash. Finally, you will be destroyed with your Buddhi being destroyed. So that much hypnotizing effect anger will have. All wars, all fights, all crimes happen in anger. This is a hypnotizing great power which will destroy. Dambho, Darpo, Abhimanascha, Krodha, Paurushyameva, being harsh. People talk harshly, rudely, as if they want to kill the person they'll talk. And they'll behave harsh. What is happening, you can see in Gaza or in Ukraine or wherever. The people are so harsh. They are angry. They are violent. Dambho, Darpo, Abhimanascha, Krodha, Paurushyameva. Ajnanam. The root cause of all this is ajnanam, ignorance, foolishness, stupidity. There is a proverb in English, use a limit for genius. When you start measuring geniuses, there is a limit, there is an ultimate limit. Let's say Einstein, or let's say Shankaracharya or Vivekananda, some limit will be there. But for stupidity, there is no limit. There can be stupid person, there can be more stupid person, and even the most stupid person, even more stupid. There is no end to stupidity. So there is a limit for genius, but there is no limit for stupidity. Ajnanam chadhijatasya partha sampadam asuri daivi sampad vimokshaya. Well, friends, you have a choice. You choose this or that. If you choose the daivi sampad, you get liberated. Yabandhaya asuri mata. If you are caught up in the asuri sampad, you will be bonded strongly. So the choice is yours. Now in the 16th chapter, he goes further to explain what all complications the asuri behavior will be seen. You can see today happening. Wow, Bhuta Sargau Lokesmin Daiva Asura Evacha. It's two categories. Daivos Vistarasha Prok. Already I told 26 qualities of Daiva Daivi Sampat. Now I will tell you Asuri Sampat. Asuram Partame Shunu. Pravrittim cha nivrittim cha janana vidura suraha. Na shaucham na picha acharo na satyam teshu. There is no truth with them. There is no purity. There is no protocol. Achara is protocol. Neither pravritti dharma nor nivritti dharma. They don't know anything. As I said, finally ajnanam is the root cause. So all of us can become asuris if you are in ajnana. So the purpose of this course, this lecture, this Bhagavad Gita itself is to deliver that jnana which will turn you away from asuri pravritti and getting into daivi sampat. Please don't think that one person is permanently asuri or permanently daivi. Same person will be shuttling between both. If you live in ignorance, you will be always in asuri. If you acquire knowledge, then you may turn into daivi sampat. Asatyam apratishtham te jagadahuranishwaram. First symptom, they will say there is no God. असत्यम अप्रतिष्ठम ते जगदाहुर अनीश्वरम. ईश्वर नहीं है ऐसा बोलेगा वो. अपरस्पर संभूतम किमस्य काम हेतुकम. They will be working towards destruction only. एताम दृष्टिम अवष्टभ्य नष्टात्मानो अल्पबुद्धया. Alpabuddhis, foolish people, nashtatmanaha, they will be destroying themselves and others. Prabhavanti ugrakarmanaha, terrorist activities, terrorism. Kshayaya jagato ahita, aimed at destruction of the jagat. Kamamasritya dushpuram dambhamanam madanvida. They will be full of pride, boasting. I am the greatest. Dambhamana madanvida, arrogance. And they will be based on desires which can never be fulfilled. Impossible things. Chintam aparimeyam pranayantam samasrita. They will have worries which will never be ending till the end of universe. Kamopabhogarama etavaditinis. Because They want to overcome those worries. They will get into all kinds of enjoyment, so-called enjoyments, and drugs, drinks, etc. They're all what is the reason why people go for drinks or drugs? Because they want to escape from that worry they're having in their mind. Asha pasha shatair baddha. Not one desire, but hundreds of desires. You want to become CM first, then you want to become PM also. Then you want to become president of some USA or United Nations, whatever. There's no end. Asha pasha shatair baddha. Kama krodha parayana. You are full of desires and anger. Your desire is not fulfilled, there will be anger. And there will be always a fear whether your desire will be fulfilled or not. Asha pasha shatair baddha. Kama krodha parayana. Ihante. Kama bhogardham. In order to enjoy those desires fulfillment, anyayena artha sanchayan, you accumulate money by illegal methods. What is it called in modern terms? Black money. Ardhyo abhijanavanasmi. Oh, I am so rich and I am having so many servants. Asmin konyosti sadrusho maya. मेरा जैसा कौन है? Nobody is. Kosmi sadrusho maya. मेरे समान कोई नहीं है. मैं सबसे सुप्रीम हूँ. यक्षे दास्या विमोदिष्या इत्यज्ञान विमोहिता. So with this kind of foolish, idiotic thinking, they will be doing aneka chitta vibhranta. They will having different types of illusions and delusions and hallucinations. Drugs will lead to hallucinations. Mohajala samavrita. They will be caught up in the net jal of moha. Prasakta kama bhogeshu. Always trying to enjoy various desires and enjoyments. And what will happen to all of them? Patanti narake ashuchau. They will all collapse in the filthy hell. Atma sambhavita stabha. Always be praising themselves. You should never praise yourself. You should praise others if they deserve to be praised. Dhanamana madanvita. Having pride, mada, based on ahankara and money. I have so much money. I am so great. Yajante nama yajnaiste dambhena vidhi purvakam. They will be doing fake, false dramas of doing various pujas and yajnas and so on as if they are sincere. You can see a lot of such people in the open world, how they will behave as if they are great devotees. They will go to Tirupati, they will do yajnas, they will do yagas, they will do as if they are pure people. But the reality is opposite. You know whom I am referring to. Ahankaram, balam, darpam, kamam, krodham cha samsrita. Mamatma paradeheshu pradishvante abhyasuyaka. They will be having jealousy on others. Like Duryodhana, his only problem was jealousy. He had money, power, he had everything, but he had jealousy as his problem towards Pandavas. Anaham drishatah kruran. So what will happen to all such Aptuvis? The Rakshasas. You know all the famous Rakshasas, Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipa. You know, but the Jayavijayas were born in 3 lives as Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipa, and Duryodhana, Dushasana in the Dwapara and Ravana, Kumbhakarna in Treta. Same people. So if you ask where are these Rakshasas today, I think you know the answer. I don't have to tell you. You can see all these symptoms. You can identify who are all the Rakshasas. Asurim yonimapanna. They will be born again and again in the same type of birth. Mudha janmani janmani. Life after life, they will be fools. Mam aprapyeva kaunteya tato yanti adhamam gati. Without going in the positive direction, other direction towards me, they will go lower and lower. Trividham narakasyedam. We talk of hell. We know about hell. What is that hell? It has got 3 doors. Trividham narakasyedam. Dwaram nashanam atmanaha. Kama krodhascha lohascha. Kama krodha and lobha are 3 doors, entry doors for the hell. Etair vimuktah kaunteya. This, by living here itself, you can experience hell. After death, anyway, that is separate issue. Here itself, you can experience hell. I am sure all of us have experienced hell. Vimukta kaunteya tamotkarai tribhidnaraha. A person, a human being who is liberated from these three doors, who will not enter into these three doors. Acharati atmanashreyaha. He alone will go towards good life. Tatoyati param gatim. Yeah. Shastra vidhimutsrudya. Vartate kamakarataha. Nasa siddhimavapnoti. Nasukham naparam gatim. Tasmat shastram pramanante. Karya karyo vyavastito. Shastra vidhanoktum karma kartu viharas. So the question is, what should I do? After hearing all this, you will ask a question, what should I do? Simply you follow the Shastra, the science of life. And Bhagavad Gita is the greatest of all Shastras. There are so many other Shastras we are discussing. But Bhagavad Gita is the supreme encyclopedic summary of all Shastras. Tasmat, therefore, Shastra vidhimut sujya. He who gives up the Shastra and performs all activities as he likes, with freedom and licentiousness and promiscuity, he will go into hell. So therefore, the solution is Tasmat Shastram Pramanam Te Karya Karyo Vyavasthitam. Anyway, I am a fool, I don't know what is good, like a child. The child doesn't know anything. So the Shastra is there to teach what is to be done and what is not to be done. Vidhi and Nishad. Karya Akarya Vyavasthito, in practice. Tasmat Shastra Vidhanoktum Karma Kartum Iharhasi. All your actions shall be based upon Shastra. Om Tat Saditi Srimad Bhagavad Gita Supanishatsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastre Sri Krishna Arjuna Samvade Daivasura Sampad Vibhaga Yogo Nama Shodashodhyaya. I finished. You have time.
ఓకే, ధన్యవాదములండి. Thank you very much. Now, anybody wants to ask any question, interact, and keeping all of you unmuted. I think they are caught unaware. They are preparing for question answer session after 20 minutes.
Yeah, we are at 7:15 right now.
Okay, shall we close or what shall we do?
Okay, if you are finished, then we will have interaction with them. Yeah,
One question.
somebody, Arun Kumar. Okay, go ahead and ask question, Arun Kumar.
Guruji, good morning. Sir, how to balance pravrutti and nivrutti margas?
Dharma, see, dharma is same for both. That's an important point. If you follow dharma, the principles of dharma, satya, ahimsa, all that what we have described, they will be beneficial both in pravritti and nivritti, common principles. But the difference between pravritti and nivritti is your vairagya. If you have vairagya, then you will go towards nivritti. But everybody cannot have vairagya. It's not an easy thing. Vairagya means you have to give up everything. You have to live like a beggar. Sannyas. So everybody cannot do it. So you are definitely in pravritti lakshana. If you are not in pravritti dharma, you will not talk to me in this class also. You will be already liberated in nivritti marga like avadhuta somewhere. So pravritti dharma, then we have to follow the varnashram dharma. And we have to follow all the dharma lakshanas. Manu has given 10 dharma lakshanas. Vriti, kshama, dama, shaucham, asteyo, indriya, nigraha, dhir, vidya, satyam, akrodho, dashakam, dharma lakshanam. Those dharma lakshanas and this daivi sampat are having common practice. And the same is also in the yamaniyamas. So, satya, ahimsa, brahmacharya, asaya, parigidha, shaucha, santosh, tapas, svadhyaya, isvara, pranidhana, and these 26 daivi sampat which I just read out, and the dasar dharma lakshanas of Madhu, all are having common. That is total dharma framework. all three put together. So in my Dharma Yoga framework, I have put all this, taken out somewhat easier ones, around 20, and we prepared a matrix that whether these things are being recommended by all scriptures of all religions, and we found that they are being recommended. Buddhist, Jain, even Bible, even Quran, even Guru Granth Sahib, all texts are upholding the same principles of Dharma as a guideline for living. That is how living is going on. If these principles are abandoned completely, there will be complete destruction. There will be no life possible. The fact that we are still living and society is still there, though with some good number of problems, that much of Dharma principles are being followed by everybody. That much percentage, maybe 25% or maybe 10%, whatever. Otherwise, there will be complete dissolution. If it is 100% adharma, there will be complete dissolution. Next.
పంతులు గారు చెప్పండి.
Yeah, unmute yourself.
Okay.
Sir, namaskaram, sir. It's okay, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I have read in some of the books that all the characters in Mahabharata are the replica of human characteristics. Example, Duryodhana is the example for egoist and jealousy, and Dharmaraju for dharma, and Arjuna for victory, or Bhima for bala, Draupadi for piousness. Like that, so many characters are replica of human behavior. Like that, regarding the 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita is nothing but personal development, what I feel, sir, and it's the personal behavior.
Yeah, the entire Bhagavad Gita is personal development.
Personal development.
So the entire whole Sanatana Dharma is aimed at personal development only. What else? So, but you see, it's not true that Duryodhana had no positive qualities, or Karna had no positive qualities. They also had a few positive qualities, but their negative qualities were predominantly larger and more powerful than their positive qualities. So, tato dharmas tato jayaha. The Pandavas won because the dharma is on their side, not Krishna is on the side of dharma. Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna Yatra Parthodamitra Atra Sri Vijayo Bhuti. All of us have positive qualities and negative qualities also. Even Duryodhana had positive qualities. But which is predominant? How you are delivering your duties, how you are discharging your responsibilities. That is where the difference lies. If suppose Dharmaraj Yudhishthira also went to hell for 5 minutes, we also had, see, the biggest negative quality that Yudhishthira had was that addiction to the Judam, dice game. How he can have like that? So everybody had all kinds of qualities. Even you and I have all kinds of qualities. But we have to follow the Shastra to live our life correctly. If you don't follow, then you will get into a deeper trouble. So how much percentage of positive qualities, how much negative qualities we have. So that's what matters, fine.
Right, sir.
Okay.
So many saints are saying that there is no hell and there is no naraka, swarga. All everything you have to face in the earth only. What the behavior?
No, both are true. No, that is also true. Even Vemana is saying that Tana Santoshame Swargamu, Tana Dukkhame Narakam. But see, what the question what science cannot answer is what happens after death. See, you carefully examine. There is a continuous sequence of deaths and continuous sequence of births happening, right? So, and you can also see people who are born in particular circumstances. Like a child, you see, the proof for rebirth was asked by a Russian to Jagadguru Shankaracharya of Kanchi, the old Periyar, 100 years. So he told, I'll give you an address, you go and see, you will find a proof there. So he gave an address. You can also take that address and go there and see the proof. You know what is that address? Maternity hospital. Go to any maternity hospital and see what is happening there. That itself, you'll get a proof there. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Sir.
So
Yes, sir.
between the one life and another life, in between, whatever time, it may be a few seconds or it may be minutes or it can be hours or days or weeks or months or years or decades or centuries. During that period, what is happening? So that is called Swarganda, happiness state and sorrow state. Because all karmas are not exhausted during your present life itself. Some are remaining to be experienced during the journey between one life to the other. So in that, if the positive state is there, it is called heaven. The negative, you might have seen that movie All Nalugu. So that's what he shows. So this is what it stands, because there is enough evidence to show that reincarnation exists, and in between what happens in the problem. That is called Swarganda. Next.
Thank you, sir.
Namaskaram, Prabhu, Guruji.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I just wanted to know what are the 3 sections of Bhagavad Gita? They make it into 3 divisions. Could you just explain those 3 divisions?
Yeah, they normally divide first 6, second 6, and third 6.
Yeah.
So that is a physical division. But logically, it is Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Raja Yoga.
Yeah. Yogas are 4.
So,
divisions are 3,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, Bhakti and Karma are usually combined. So that way you will get 666. But it's not a very strict, it's only a physical division, not a logical division. Because the statements are repeated many times. Like yesterday, day for yesterday, we saw in Bhakti Yoga, Karma being mentioned. How you should behave, how you should love, how you should have compassion. Again, here also, Daivi Sampata also, Daya is mentioned. So it is mentioned in different, the same things are mentioned again and again. It is not an easy thing. Bhagavad Gita has to be understood by deep study, repeated study. Read, reread, digest and assimilate. I have been doing it for the last 60 years.
Yeah,
From the age of 8. But still I don't know. I am only trying to discover when I talk, give lectures. I myself am learning a lot. Why I indulge in giving lectures is I am getting benefit myself.
You just now narrated 15th chapter. That's the Purushottama Yoga. It was very crisp, and the 16th chapter. So it all felt like, I was.
You are muted. You are muted.
Yeah, I felt like Lord Krishna was himself doing the Gnana Bodha to Arjuna. That way you were reciting and explaining the summary. We felt really out of box.
Everything Krishna himself is delivering everything. Aham Atma Gudakesh Sarvabhuta Vyavasthita. I am the self of all.
Yes.
Sarvasya Chaham Hrivi Sannivishto Matta Smriti Jnanam Apohanam. Whatever happens is because of me, he said. Nothing will happen without the Lord's will. So even to be able to sit and listen to Bhagavad Gita itself is a very great punya. You will not get this opportunity so easily.
Yes,
when I went to Kurukshetra itself and gave a lecture on Dharma Yoga public meeting, the public were telling, you got this knowledge from Krishna only. I said, yes, everything happens from Krishna.
Me too felt the same. And one more thing, sir. Generally, this is part of Mahabharata itself, na? It comes in Bhishma.
Yes. Yeah, it is in the Shanti Parva. It is in the Bhishma. Yeah, it is in the middle.
Yeah,
Bhishma Parva. Yeah. Madhya Mahabharata. In the middle of it is the heart of Mahabharata.
Yeah. So we'll get a better means Veda Vyasa is Mahabharata itself. It comprises the Bhagavad Gita also, part of it, they say.
No, it is a part and parcel of Mahabharata, in the heart, in the center of Mahabharata.
Yes.
It is the biggest message of Mahabharata, because the Mahabharata has got so many other things.
Yeah, other parvas are there. And also it's
It is the
also,
largest book in the world.
yeah,
Mahabharata is the largest book in the world. 1 lakh verses.
1 lakh verses and 700 verses are Bhagavad Gita's.
Very small,
Yeah,
but it is the heart, it is the main bullet, main message. Of course, there are many other things. In fact, it is said Mahabharata is so vast that there is nothing in the whole world, in whole life, which is not there in Mahabharata.
yeah,
So, and if it is there in Mahabharata, it will be there in the outside world. If it is not there in Mahabharata, it will not be there in the outside world.
yes,
So that's why Vyasochistam Jagat Sarvam. The whole life, all world is a chuta, uchishta of Vyasa. He has touched on everything already. So it is Engili. It is already told by him. It is happening outside world. Everything is a duplicate of the Mahabharata. That is the vastness of the Mahabharata. This Panchama Veda that is given.
yes.
And the heart of that Mahabharata is
Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. ధన్యవాదాలు.
గురుగారు నమస్కారం. అంటే నేను సుబ్రహ్మణ్యం రెండు చింతల. ఇది మనకి మన 9వ శ్లోకంలో శ్రోత్రం చక్షు స్పర్శనం చ రసనం గ్రహణమయ్యే వచ్చ అధిష్టాయ మనశ్చాత్తం విషయాన్ అని ఉంది. దాంట్లో ఈ ఏంటంటే మనం ఇప్పుడు సపోజ్ ఒక ఫ్యామిలీ సమ్ యానిమల్, పెట్ యానిమల్ పెంచుకుంటారు, దాంతో ఒక జీవిస్తూ ఉంటారు, ఇంట్లో ఫ్యామిలీ లాగా ట్రీట్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు. దాని ఎఫెక్ట్ ఆఫ్ వచ్చే జన్మలో ఏంటి అంటే 9వ శ్లోకంలో అదే చెప్తుందా ఏంటి
అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్తాను మీకు. జడ భరతుడి కల్పన ఒకటి ఉంది. భరత మహర్షి ఉన్నాడు కదా.
అవును.
ఆఫ్టర్ రిటైర్మెంట్ he became a rishi.
Yeah.
So he went and started doing tapasya in a kutiram in the front of a river.
Okay.
And suddenly one day one deer came there and delivered one baby deer and died immediately. So this man, being a rishi, got compassion on that baby deer and started adopting it. He adopted much more intensely than our friends adopt dogs.
Okay.
But in same direction.
Okay.
So adopted like his own child, that baby deer.
Okay.
And after some time, he himself died.
Okay.
And after his death, he was born as a deer.
Oh.
So I'm not saying all the people who have dogs will be born as dogs. I better not say that.
Okay.
Because millions of people are rearing dogs. But the attachment is the obsession and the attachment.
Okay.
So that is why even the babies born are supposed to be great father or mother or somebody who died. That's why they give the same name.
I'm trying to relate that. అంటే ఒక రకంగా ఏంటంటే మనం దేని గురించి అయితే మనం ఎక్కువ ఆలోచిస్తామో అదే మనకి వచ్చే జన్మలో మళ్ళా వస్తుందా?
అవును. 8th చాప్టర్ లో క్లియర్ గా చెప్పాడు. 8th చాప్టర్ చదవండి. యమ్ యాపి స్మరన్ భావం త్యజతి అంతే కళేవరం తం తమేవైతి కౌంతేయ సదా తద్భావ భావిన. ఎప్పుడు దేని గురించి ఆలోచిస్తూ ఉండి చివరికి చచ్చిపోయేటప్పుడు ఏది ఆలోచిస్తూ చచ్చిపోదా అదే జన్మ వస్తుంది. తస్మాత్ సర్వేషు కాలేషు మా మనుస్మరయు. Therefore always remember me, he says. Remember the supreme being, you be in the Brahmi sthiti. If you die, you will not be born again. Okay, that's all.
మరి ఇట్లాంటి ఒక సైడ్ ఆఫ్ ది కాయిన్ ఏమో మనం ఎక్కువ ఆలోచిస్తున్నది వచ్చే జన్మలో ఆ క్వాలిటీస్ వస్తాయి అని చెప్పి ఒకటి ఇప్పుడు ఈ శ్లోకం చెప్తుంది. మనం చేసుకున్న పుణ్యాలు హౌ ఇట్ విల్ బి కన్వర్టెడ్ ఇంటూ దట్ దిస్ థింగ్.
అవి కూడా వస్తాయి. both punya and papa are your bank accounts maintenance.
అవును.
After death 50% fixed deposit చేస్తారు. మీ అకౌంట్ లో ఉన్న డబ్బు ఆటోమేటిక్ గా 50% ఫిక్స్డ్ డిపాజిట్ అయిపోతుంది ఫర్ ది నెక్స్ట్ లైఫ్.
Okay.
And మిగతా 50% will be consumed in the hell and heaven.
Okay.
And if both are equal, the punya and papa, positive and negative, are equal, then you will be born as human being.
Okay.
If your negative is more than positive, then you will be born as an animal. Whichever animal, at least is also given.
అవును 84 లక్ష జీవరాశుల్లో ఒకటి.
The big list is given by committing what sins you will be born as what animal, which animal, whether a dog or cat or whatever. All those categories are also given a list in one Purana. So, if your punya and papa are equal, you will be born as human being. And if your punya is higher than papa, you will not be born. You will be there in the higher worlds to consume the punya. It is exhaustion. Once the punya, kshine punya equal to his papa, you will be born as human. We'll discuss it in a separate class.
అంటే శతకోటి జన్మలు ఎత్తిన తర్వాత మనకు వచ్చే ఈ మనుష్య జీవితంలో మనం ఇప్పుడే విముక్తి పొందాలి అనే
బ్రహ్మజ్ఞానం తోటే వస్తుంది. బ్రహ్మజ్ఞానం బ్రహ్మాత్మన సంస్థితి జంతునాం నరజన్మ దుర్లభతరం తతోపి విప్రత తత్వ వైదిక ధర్మ మార్గ పరత విద్వత్ సుఘోషణం. ఫైనలీ బ్రహ్మాత్మన సంస్థితి. ఈ బ్రహ్మాత్మ సంస్థితి శతజన్మ కోటి సుకృతై వినా లభ్యతే.
వివేక చూడమని. బాగుందండి, థ్యాంక్స్ అండి.
ఓకే, శశికళ గారు.
అసలు ఆలోచననే లేదే, లేకపోతే ఏ ఆలోచన లేకుండా జీవితం గడిపే వాళ్ళు ఉంటారు కదా, నిష్కామ కర్మ యోగుల్లాగా. వాళ్ళకి జన్మ ఉంటుందా?
అంటే అదే ఇప్పుడు అది చాలా మంచి స్థితి. బట్ జన్మ ఉంటుందా లేదా అంటే వాళ్ళకి లోపల ఎలాంటి కర్మ ఉందో దాన్ని బట్టి ఉంటుంది. కర్మమున పుట్టి జంతువు కర్మమున చచ్చు. ఇప్పుడు పాస్ట్ కర్మ అంతా అక్యుములేట్ అయి ఉంటుంది. ఈ జన్మ ఒకటే కాదు కదా, అనేక జన్మలు అయినాయి కదా. అనేక జన్మ సంస్పర్శ. రేపు 6th చాప్టర్ లో ఆ క్వశ్చన్ గురించి మాట్లాడదాము. రేపు భగవద్గీత 6వ అధ్యాయం చదువుదాం. ఈ క్వశ్చన్ అక్కడ వచ్చింది, ఎవరికి జన్మ వస్తుంది, ఎవరికి జన్మ రాదు. ఈవెన్ హైయెస్ట్ లెవెల్కి వెళ్ళిన యోగులకు కూడా ఫైనల్ గా మోక్షం రాకపోతే ఒక జన్మ వస్తుంది. సో ఆ జన్మలో ఎలాంటి జన్మ వస్తుందో అదే డిస్కషన్ రేపు. సో జన్మ ఇది అనేక జన్మ సంస్పర్శ తతో యాతి పరాం గతిం. అనేక జన్మల యొక్క సంస్పర్శ, ఆ కర్మ అంతా అయిపోయి కర్మ దహించిపోయి చివరికి జ్ఞాన స్థితిలో యు ఆర్ అబ్జార్బ్డ్ ఇన్ జ్ఞాన and all karma is burnt away, then there is no liberation. I mean, there is no birth. It will be complete liberation. So ఏమాత్రం కొద్దిగా కర్మ బ్యాలెన్స్ ఉంటే జన్మ వస్తుంది. సో ఏ జన్మ వచ్చినా దాన్ని బట్టి చెప్పచ్చు వాడు ఎటువంటి పర్సనాలిటీ అని. శుచీనాం శ్రీమతాం గేహే యోగ భ్రష్టో అభిజాయతే. యోగ భ్రష్టుడైనటువంటి వాడు అంటే లాస్ట్ స్టేజ్ లో పడిపోయిన వాడు. he will be born in pure families. Or he may born in the yogi's family. Athava yoginam api kule bhavati dhimatam. Etadhi durlabhataram janma iti drisham. Iటువంటి జన్మ చాలా rare. So depending on the karma final summary, it will be janma.
Thanks, sir.
Next.
Okay.
Gautam Upanch. Yeah.
Namaskar, sir. Namaskar.
Namaskar, yeah.
Actually, I sometimes think, whether you please tell whether it is correct or not, that there some scientists who are too much talented. I mean, they discover things, they have so much concentration on the physical things, physical world things and so on. But they do not believe in God and anything. They tell all these dharma, all bogus things and so on. Are these yoga bhrashta? That's what I'm telling. Because unless they are yogi, they cannot have that concentration. Number one. So, but they have moved away from the yoga and to some extent, and then do not believe in God. And the only thing is that they are as soon as they die, that will be equivalent to moksha. They do not think about.
I tell you, the problem is the ideology. Communist ideology is the problem. So they have that ideology taken for granted. They are blind believers. They are fanatic blind believers in that particular ideology. So everything will be as per that ideology. It is not that they are having free thinking. So they are conditioned, controlled by that ideological base. Like in China, the Communist Party of China will decide everything, and everybody has to follow that. The same way, most of our scientific establishment, not all, they belong to the communist ideology, leftist.
No, scientific establishment, okay. But sir, I'm telling that
Even
about the scientists themselves as a person, are they yoga prasto? Can we tell?
no. Yoga Brahma is a very rare case, very advanced case. So that means he almost reached 95, 99%, but he could not reach moksha, so he's born again. That is the word for Yoga Brahma. Not for everybody who's atheistic. All the communists are atheistic. The entire Communist Party of China, the Marxist Party, the entire Russian Communist Party, everybody is atheist. Even the American Communist Party.
What I'm telling is that highest, good level of concentration with which the scientists discover many things. Very.
No, that's fine. See, that is about the. No, that is only about the physical level, adhibhautika. See, they are at a totally blank, dark state of adhidaivika and adhyatmika levels. They have no idea. That is the problem. So adhibhautika is fine. You can be a great expert. Like even the worst criminals, they may be like Ravanasur, who was a great jnani also. He was also Shiva Bhakta. But he had the problem of this Ankara and all the Rakshasa gunas. Daivi Sampat, he was lacking in Aspi Sampat.
But Ravana can be called Yoga Brahma? Ravan.
Who?
Ravana himself. Ravana.
No. He cannot be called. Ravana was an Asura. Ravana Asura. See, the problem is his mother's side were Asuras. And father's side was Brahmana. He was a Brahmana from father's side, not from mother's side. So he had those qualities, the gunas in him were Asuri Sampat.
Sure. Thank you.
Dambho, Darpo, Abhiman, you can see all these gunas in Ravana. Though he was a Shastrajna, and he was also Veda Achara, he was doing Agnihotra Upasana every day, 3 times, 5 times. All that was there, but because of the Asuri Sampat, he collapsed. So even the scientists, if they don't have the Asuri Sampat, it's all right. But they have Asuri Sampat, then they will be like Ravana. So the one final statement I want you to go and tell them, okay, you don't accept God, fine. But you accept yourself first. Do you exist? Who you exist? Do you accept that you exist? If you exist, then who are you? Let them answer that question.
Yes.
We'll talk about the rest later. Right.
Prabhu sir, if you permit, one example of how scientists also are atheists. They also believe God. I can just quote an example about ISRO. Any launching they will do after visiting Lord Venkateshwara and placing it at his feet. The chairman, along with his team of scientists, they come and do it. Many people objected to it, but they said, no, this is all because of his mercy we are getting it. So all ISRO is there now, very close to us, Sriharikota, and the launching, the chairman himself comes and places it as
I know that. That not only ISRO people, there are many others. There was one Suri Bhagavantam, who was a great, very close to he founded all the defense labs. He was the advisor to Indira Gandhi and even Abdul Kalam himself. He is the greatest scientist in modern times. He is extremely devoted to Krishna, though he was a Muslim. I went to his office room also. He had one Nataraja there and he knew Krishna and all that. So that's why I said when I told all scientists are not atheistic. These people in Bengal, they are dominated by the communist ideology. That's the problem. And Kerala also. Not all. Even though the ISRO is in Kerala and the chairman is a Keralite, he is not a communist. Mr. This one, what is his name?
This one.
Yeah. He's not a communist. No, he's a Carolite. So it depends on the ideology. See, this is like a bias. Everything they will be controlled by that bias. Even the fundamentalism in Islam or Christianity, anywhere, they will be controlled by that bias. They cannot have free thinking. Whereas in Sanatana Dharma, you can have free thinking. If you don't want to believe Ishvara, fine, don't believe. But then you have to answer, what is this self? Who are you? And how this birth is happening? Why? If you don't believe in rebirth, then you explain how all these things in present birth are happening without doing anything for a baby in a maternity hospital. All the babies in maternity hospitals are born in different circumstances. Some are born rich, some are born poor. Why? Some are born healthy, some are born unhealthy. Why? Now, how can you explain that? There is no explanation you can give. So you have to accept. There are many other proofs also, like some children are remembering the past proofs. Everybody remembers inside the womb. After delivery, the child will forget gradually. But some children will remember for some time. So there are so many other proofs. In fact, the research was done by Nimans in Bangalore. They have found birthmarks also, big patches, which are reflected in the past life injuries during death. And so many other things. Even present life, all relations are based on the past relations. So there are so many proofs are. Okay, next.
Sir, shall I ask, sir?
Yeah.
Sir, thank you for your lecture, sir. Sir, we are talking about all grown-ups and all now, talking about hell, heaven, and all these things while you are delivering the lecture or we are listening to it. How do we influence kids with these Bhagavad Gita or Sanatana Dharma? In what way? Because they're seeing the world like TV and other things around them. How
You
do
talk
we?
of children.
Yes, children, sir.
No, I learned Bhagavad Gita when I was 8 years old. You have to
Okay.
teach.
Okay.
There's
No,
no
like,
other way. If you leave them alone,
yeah.
if you leave them freely, they'll turn into monsters. Very dangerous.
Yes.
The outside world is very dangerous. TV, internet, everything is very, very, very dangerous.
So, is there any way to channelize this Bhagavad Gita and our dharmas and?
Yeah, you have to. You have to be very strict. You have to be very strict.
Okay.
Like my mother taught me Bhagavad Gita at the age of 8. Complete Bhagavad Gita. Every day one new sloka. Without learning one new sloka, I was not given food also.
Okay.
And for those who are performed Upanayana, without doing Sanyavantram, they are not given food by their mother. Of course, mother also will not eat if he doesn't get food. So that kind of strict discipline, military discipline will bring up good characters. Today, everybody praises me, not only me, but my mother also.
Okay.
Why I'm here today like this, giving lectures on Bhagavad Gita, is because today I chanted Bhagavad Gita directly without looking at the book. Because I learned at the age of 8. Now I am 70, but still I am able to remember. And later I learned Sanskrit, Bhagavad Gita, Sanskrit, and yoga.
Yes.
And of course, the Sanjam. These 3-4 items, if you can instill in your children, then you will be successful. Of course, stories are there, yes. So many other methods are there. Very small children, only stories.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
And they emulate their parents. If the father is doing Sanjavandram, they will do Sanjavandram. If the father is chanting Gita, they will chant. If the father is practicing yoga, they will practice.
Sir, can I ask a question, sir? This is Jaya.
Yes.
Namaste.
Yes.
Sir, I have a engineering student studying kid. So sometimes he gets confused with exposing to the real world. So is it better if I join him in youth section of Isha or Ravi Master, where there is a similar mentality of kids will be there?
Yeah. I see there are so many gurus who are teaching so many courses. We are also teaching. This course is also there. Even youngsters can join. Your son can join this course also. And we are going to teach some students course also is being planned. So wherever the opportunity is there, you should go. Chinmaya Mission is also there. So many are there. Wherever the opportunity, wherever feasibility exists, you should push.
Okay, sir. It's like online course because
Anything. Nowadays, everything is online. Except marriage itself and delivery of children, everything is online.
How about like, sir, the friend circle that also
So you
influence
have
a
to be
lot.
very careful. Dangerous. Extremely dangerous. The so-called friends are the enemies. If at all there is any friend, you should be very pure and very great person. Only one or two, maximum two. Friend circle means finished. There will be all kinds of crazy characters. All kinds of Asuri Sampat will be there. The open world outside, the Asuri Pravati is full scale there.
Yes, sir. And that too with internet, it's very, very dangerous actually. I feel that way.
Absolutely, absolutely. It is a dangerous game. Why do you think we started this course? And we are starting one course for students also.
Yeah,
It is
like
for same reason.
for
In
teenage,
fact,
like
before we started this course, there is no other course online covering all aspects of Sanatana. There are partial courses, or there
yeah.
are some, quite highly institutionalized courses. Institutionalized means there will be another type of extreme bias.
Yeah.
Develop. We don't want that. We want to be open at the same time learn from different channels.
So you have for teenage youth kids, like kids of youth, sir?
No. You see, so many organizations are there. RSS is a very disciplined organization. If you
Okay.
go to the shop, you will become fit and you will become patriotic and you will get inputs, positive inputs. And Chinmaya mission is there. Ramakrishna mission is the most powerful. Every week we are going to Ramakrishna mission, attending lectures, reading books, chantings, and Chinmaya. So many missions are there. Then the Arsha Vidyapit is there. And even Art of Living is there. But you see, some of them try to commercialize and trap. That should be avoided. So it should be a little open. And any one of them are telling the same thing, but some bits, some parts.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, now we will go for Prarthana and national anthem. Okay, sir? Prabhu, sir? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll do this now. Parek?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Om Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahishaha Gobrahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Kale Varshatu Parjanyaha Prithvi Sashyashalini Teshoyam Shubharahitaha Brahmana Santu Nirbhayaha Aputra Putrina Santu Putrinaha Adhana Sadhana Santu Jivantu Sharadam Shatam Satyam Vada Dharmam Chara Swadhyayam Yanma Pramadaha Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet Om Shanti 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 Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu Swasti Om Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om.
Okay, there is an announcement. Tomorrow we have planned to have examination, but it is now changed to third day of Bhagavad Gita by our Guruji, CSR Prabhu Garu. The examination will be conducted on first, that is, I think, Wednesday. Monday and Tuesday we will have classes on Sanatana Dharma by Visalakshi Garu. Okay, please note, I will also put this message in the group. Okay, now let us request Challa Chittibabu garu to recite national anthem, please.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जय हिंद।
Jai Hind. ఓకే, ధన్యవాదములండి.